Mary. This, it's going to be kind of hard because I'm trying to video this. Pink, you're itching. No, Pink, no. But I wanted to show you this keeper collar because, again, this would just be so awesome for you. Goldens are just so powerful, and a Tessa was really easy. I mean, I wasn't lying to you. She didn't do those type of things, but maybe this is out of Frankie or way back. I don't know. It's just golden stuff that she's doing, but she's been doing this for so long with you guys, and she's almost a year old, that she is really taking advantage of you. So, the positive reinforcement, Grace and I were in class together, and we went to an all positive reinforcement obedience class. And I've got to be honest with you, I mean, we learned a lot, but when Pink is out in public and if she sees more dogs, she gets really overstimulated and she wants to, run for them or lunge for them. I mean, it's puppy stuff. But they're powerful and they're strong, and I'm old and I'm weak, and I can't, they can't be doing that. And Grace, actually, Watson pulled her shoulder out because, again, it's just puppy stuff. They don't know their obedience perfectly. They're good at home, but when you go out in public, all of a sudden they can go crazy. So this collar is a godsend. It teaches them what to do, and you don't use it all the time, but it just makes the mind so much. It gives you the control. So, like, what I want you to see is, I mean, Pink's being good, and she is good now, but this really helped her mind. If she was not going to listen to me, here, Pink, come. See how I do just a little pop? Pink, come front, come front, and sit. Whoops, I've only got one hand here. She's got the itches. No. Hey, say hi to Mary. But what you're doing is you're just going to, if Penny starts going over and grabbing the toy, or has a toy in her mouth or whatever she's doing, but she's starting to bite you, then you're going to take the leash and you're going to have it be loose, and you're going to give it, I'm not going to do it hard to Pink, but boom, you're going to give her 2 pops, and they've got to be short and quick. And that's going to stop her. It's probably going to pull her right back on her butt. Pink, come here. Good girl. But it's just boom, just 2 quick pops. The collar is just super simple. And what I like about it, you don't want to get a different kind of a collar. They do have prong collars, and you've probably seen the prong collars that are the wire ones, that those fall apart, and they're cruel because the throat latch, you really don't want the prongs hitting their throat latch. You don't want to damage their throat. And you can see these prongs can come out, and you can actually use the collar later without the prongs too. They've got really pretty collars. I've got Pink a fancy one for her. This is when we go out. It's her dress-up collar, but they have really pretty ones too, and then you can take the prongs out if you just want to use it as a regular collar. But this is what it looks like. They're very heavy duty and very heavy duty clasps. The lady that makes these has been in obedience for like 30 plus years. She knows her stuff. They're more than happy to walk you through. They'll show you how to, you can get the phone number to call them to show you how to measure so you get the right measurement. It's a martingale collar, which means once it's connected, it's going to fit them because you're going to get it within a 2-inch radius. You want it to have some give here, but when you pull it, you're going to get the tight fit, but then it's going to release and be a loose fit for you. A lot of the other collars, they're just all prong and they don't fit correctly and they don't have the martingale on them. And this is what you're using to do that quick pop to make them mind. And I don't know, Penny might be really good for you when you're out walking, but again, if for some reason she sees a dog or she puts her head down for grass, you give her a quick pop with this, she's not going to do it anymore. I mean, it's just, Goldens need this. It's not being mean to them. You're not going to keep it on her day and night. You're only going to use it when you're training. But I just want to make a bet that if you were consistent and use this and keep this on her, and one of you would have to set her up so she'd start going after Dave, and then give her a couple of good pops, tell her to sit, then once she's sat and she's minding, give her a treat, but then do it again. Let her loose. If she starts, keep her on that leash. If she starts to jump for him again, or if she bites his feet. But again, you've got to be consistent. I mean, you can't do it once and then not catch her the second time. It's going to be work, and you've got to be on it for a week or so. But honestly, the first 2 times she does it, once you correct her, she shouldn't be doing it again, I wouldn't think. Or in her mind, if she thinks she's still playing, I mean, you're going to have to stay out on top of it and keep that on her during those time frames. But you shouldn't be having to, throw her in a separate area and be afraid she's going to come after your feet. And I mean, that's horrible. And she's taken advantage of you guys way too long, and it's got to stop. Jennifer also, like I said, I mean, if it's horrible, if there's things you want her to work on, I mean, she does take dogs in. She would never charge you for just trying to help you over the phone here to, video to get going. But, if you don't have the time, and just another option would be, she does charge, but she would take Penny for, a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever you want to do, and work obedience and work. I mean, that's what she does. She does train dogs in her home, takes them in and when there's issues and fixes them. So that's another option for you also. We just feel bad that it's gone this long. I wish that we could have helped you sooner, but she is coming to be a year. She's going to be really powerful. She's not going to listen to you guys until you take an upper hand. And with positive reinforcement, I mean, you can say, good girl, here's a treat, ignore this. But for Goldens, I mean, that sometimes, and I'm not putting positive training down, but sometimes you have to do a little more than that. And that's what, we found. It works for some dogs, and it's wonderful, and they respond right away. But a lot of Goldens, they don't. So anyhow, I hope that helps a little bit. And again, it's very hard to do this without talking to you directly, but I wanted to give you an idea of what this is and give you some food for thought. And if you want more help from us, we're more than happy to help. I'm sorry there were misunderstandings, because there wasn't anything meant bad. We just wanted to explain to you, how we do, we have the puppies need to go through their obedience training, and it's good for you and it's good for them, and it's because of problems like this we want to prevent them, because a lot of times we have to learn, and you're not sure sometimes, and I'm not sure sometimes the correct process and how to do things. So we have to work through it all together, and that's what the group is for too. And I don't want you to ever feel bad about posting anything, because that's absolutely what it's for. So just let me know your thoughts, and I do hope that you'll call them and talk to them and order this collar soon, and then use it, or the first time you put it on to call, so we can do a video chat and help you through what Penny's doing. If that doesn't work, if you want Jen to take her, that would be another option too, and she can, try to work through this for you. But, it's happening at your house with you, and you guys ultimately have to be the ones to stop it. And this really should aid you in doing that. It should really, I think, solve your problem. I hope it does.